Hey guys, this is Dr. Greg McLeod from the Elite Traders University, and I help traders become professional traders in 90 days or less using my proprietary trend scalping system. And I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm a former Wall Street analyst and currency strategist. So it's so good to be with you here on this Friday. I'm here on a very special mission. I'm helping a student that requested a paid private session to trade with me. And so I'm actually going to be trading in the market. And He might be here now. I don't even see him um, online. But so let me check to see if he is around, available. Okay. But anyway, we'll start trading without him and we'll make money and he'll have to read about it later, right? Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started in the markets. It's a Friday after a momentous election victory for Donald J. Trump, the 47th president of the United States. Big congratulations out to him. We also had the Fed uh, cut interest rates to 4.75%, 25 basis point cut. We have the markets at all new highs. But let's see how that affects the currency market. And I like going through my checklist. And if you'd like to get my checklist, type checklist in the comment section below, and we can go ahead and get that out. So you might be watching this as a recording. If you're with me live, type live in the comments below. If you are in a replay, type replay, right? So uh, I'll go and get you that traders checklist that we use, the Pip and Run Elite Traders University Traders Checklist. And let me go ahead and pull that up. Right. So what we like to do is I like to do a mental cleanse, and usually we do this off camera, but I thought it would be kind of good to do it this Friday, and I'm going to maybe I'll go ahead and maybe I'll just read it right now. Okay, we're going to check our emotional state when we want to really create an expectation of winning, an expectation of victory. And so I do something called a directed affirmation. Lainey Bastion wrote a book called Winning in Mind. And so this is where I get the structure from. I create my own affirmation. Actually, one of my students actually created this. Vince, if you're out there, thank you so much. We use it a lot. And this is how it goes. Take a deep breath, relax. I easily find winning trades. My mind is clear and open to prosperity and abundance. I feel calm, confident, and I know what to do in all situations. I take slow, deep breaths. I avoid trading while upset, sad, sick, or stressed. And so we just, kind of like I see my entries, I know my entries, and I recognize them and they jump out at me. I trade with grace and ease, cool, calm, and collected, and so it is. And that's what we do. Just kind of center our mind, take a deep breath. We go ahead and check. In fact, let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and share my screen and advanced and share screen, blah, 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 portion of screen, share. Right. Okay. So here we go. And this is our directed affirmation. Move this stuff out of the way, get rid of the boxes here, go away. Okay. So we checked our mental state, check. And then so we check our trading equipment. We checked make sure our computer is functioning properly. Make sure that we have our internet. We have backup internet. We use our phone for a tether in case our internet gives out. Okay. Make sure that we're in a quiet place. Make sure there's no disturbances. The door is closed. The do not disturb sign. Making money at work with a sign or something on your door. And that way you're not getting disturbed or people coming in and breaking your flow. You want to put your phone on mute or off, because this is your trading hour, this is your business. And so these are our market hours. I mean, I work 2 hours. We're going to work about an hour or 30 minutes depending on if my student shows up. If he doesn't show up, then it's okay. We'll start. I work a little bit faster when I'm not really explaining a lot of stuff. We're gonna so we checked our equipment, everything's working properly. We checked the economic calendar. We're going to check for high impact news events, look at countries that are releasing news. My market heat map is what we're going to use. So we're going to look at some global headlines, stock market indices, anything may be going on because there might be somebody might have launched a rocket or something weird might have happened we just want to be ready in case something has happened in the market. And many times traders make the mistake of, I actually did a video on the 5 mistakes that traders make, is that they trade in isolation. They don't check what's going on in the rest of the world. And so they get sideswiped by stuff and they wonder why they're losing money, right? Okay, Trump grasps unprecedented power, immunity ruling looms. Okay, we know about the election. Israeli soccer fans attacked in Amsterdam. Okay, unfortunate, but that's not market moving. Um, so we want to look for, if there's like an earthquake or some type of geopolitical Trump set to move courts to the right. China unveils 1.4 trillion debt swap to help local governments. This could be positive news for the Chinese economy. He said, "Well, Greg, we don't trade China, but the Chinese renminbi, we don't trade the yuan. However, Australia China is Australia and New Zealand's largest trading partners. So if they're helping their local economies, and this could help their exports and imports and the balance of trade with those two countries, when China's doing better, the Australian dollar, and New Zealand dollar are the beneficiaries. So we got to be able to interpret the news and know what this means. So see, you might look at it, oh, this is China. We don't trade China. Yeah, you think like that, and then you try to short Aussie dollar, you might get crushed, right? Because you don't know. Because a lot of times you don't know what you don't know, and that's why you need to hire a professional, right? Powell signals readiness to defy Trump in defense of the Fed. Okay, Powell says he will not resign. A lot of times people, uncertainty, if Powell and the Fed go at it, that could create less confidence in the U.S. dollar. Okay, so I usually check some a foreign or non-U.S. news agency that may not be biased, may have a little bit of different slant, a little different interpretation. And look at the top, China unveils this budgetary thing. Okay, and okay, so that's it. That's all it really takes. Okay, I go to my market heat map. An arrangement of currency pairs by percentage change. It tells us what's hopping, what's popping, what's dropping, and what's not. You can go to www.mymarketheatmap.com and get access to our, it's $19.99 a month. There's lots of different things there. But look here, we have our 6 powerful heat maps. One of those heat maps here for free, and also the economic calendar we can check for free as well. So I'm going to check the free resources, right? Because you guys, we have lots of Canadian data out. Lots of Canadian data coming up at 8:30 in just probably about an hour. So we see the dollar CAD is at the top spot, right? So this data seems to be not good for the Canadian dollar already. People are already pricing it, or it could be a pop and drop. But I look at the flag. I don't really pay attention to the data and the numbers. So if you're intimidated by numbers and Greg, I don't have to learn the economies, blah, blah, blah. That's so hard. I failed math. Don't worry, dude. I got you covered. This is really easy. I call it fund with flags. Not fun with flags, but fund with flags. Look at the flag, and that tells you what to trade. Because many times people ask, well, Greg, I don't know what to trade. What am I supposed to trade? Look at the flag, right? This is where the activity is. Look, activity 8:30. Look, and look up here. Look, it matches the heat map. Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic? I keep things simple, guys. Colors, green up, red. Dude, what does green mean? It means it's moving up. What does red mean? It means it's moving down. What does gray mean? It means it's moving sideways. What does yellow mean? I don't know. I didn't program it. Okay, no. It means it's active. I'm just pulling your leg. Okay. All right. So we check the economic calendar, get back to our trader checklist, make sure that we are on track, right? So we check, oh, that didn't take very long. We're going to check global stock market indices. Okay, now we need to get into the heat map for that because no, I don't log out. I want to look at the equities, and one of our partners is Plexi Trade. And if you come there, you can go to if you want to get my a link to that, just type it in the chat box. If you don't have a broker, type broker in the comments below. If you need a reliable MTU4, MTU5 broker, okay? And here are the indices, and they're all red, baby. NASDAQ, NAS 100, the Russell 2000, the DAX, everything is a sell-off. It's been rising all week. Probably Fridays, I call it the Freaky Friday. We have Manic Monday, so long, see you later on Saturday, Monday, manic Monday, turn around Tuesday, wow Wednesday, thrusting Thursday, and Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday, there was a movie with Jamie Lee Curtis. She becomes a teenager and her daughter becomes the adult. Well, that's what happens to the market. The indices that are bullish become bearish, and everything that was bearish becomes bullish. And it's a topsy-turvy market, right? That's probably why we see dollar CAD at the top of the heat map. Okay, so let's keep going down the checklist. Now, if you follow a checklist, this is like a recipe, an outline that you follow. When I wrote term papers in college, and I just was everywhere. My writing was all just everywhere. I'm an English major. I became an English major after by high school. I couldn't write a paper worth and my mom would say, "Tell a story. Start at the beginning and go to the end and create outline." And my mom, and then my mom goes, "You know what? Math isn't your strong suit. You speak English and you write in English. Why don't you major in English?" I'm like going, "No, mom, I want to be my best friend, Matt, he's gonna be a bomb maker. He graduated from he's at Caltech. I hung out with all the smart kids. They're all like the Caltech, Amherst, and they're like, "Oh, Greg, you got 10, 20 on your SAT. Maybe you'll go to community college." I'm like going, "I want to be like you guys one day, you know." And now I had like lunch with my buddy. Like he went to Caltech, and he works in waste management now because because they declared world peace and all the aircraft industry closed down, and things gotta have turn around. And guess what? I got a lot of math right. I do I do math now. I do this kind of math, you know, numbers, and they're amazed. I'm going to my 40th anniversary. My what's it called that thing? What's like there's someone out there, right? Um, I need to have someone out there to keep me on track, right? Because I'm like going off the reservation right now. Class reunion, my 40th class reunion. Yeah, yeah, black don't crack. Look at that, right? Yeah, 40th 40th high school reunion. And I'm gonna be around all those guys that were a lot smarter than I was. Well, this guy from South Central LA, well, I don't think I did too bad for myself. Okay. And that's why you go back to there to see what everyone dot. I'm gonna drive my BMW there. Yeah, everyone's gonna drive their cars, right? And so, we're all gonna flex and floss. That's what 40th and oh, you're so vain. When you get my age and your bright spot is in going to your high school reunion and showing off to all the people that picked on you or made fun of you when you were a kid, right? Um, it's anyway. All right. I guess the markets. Okay. All right. We check the Stark indices. We know that's bad. Everything's red. Check 4-hour daily trends, right? And okay, and check available balance. Okay, we got with money in our account. Check out your trading plan. We know our entries and exits. Know your entries and exits before you. And I like entering in at Fibonacci retracements on the 38% retracement, pullbacks from old highs. Give me an old high, give me a pullback, and I know I got it. I got you. When you will see. Okay. So route your trading plan. Your trading plan should be able to fit on a 3x5 index card. You should be able to fit up. Do I have one right here? Yeah, your trading plan should fit on the back of a. If it's super long, people say, "Well, I'm writing all this code for ChatGPT, blah blah blah." It's like, no, it should be that. Let's be like that. You should be able to fit on a card, right? On a card, and the simpler it is, the easier to execute. Too many moving pieces, it'll just break apart. I want a big shout out to Dr. Nikolai Zarna. Nikolai Zarna, Dr. Professor Zarna. Um, he's got really powerful tool that he showed me yesterday. I'm like going, bro, this is really, really over my head. Um, but he makes some money with that, and I'll share it with you probably on the next call. So if you get back on there, but yeah, he just, I mean, yeah, his name sounds like he is. It's like, yeah, Nikolai Zarn. I go, dude, you're like Nikolai Tesla, bro. You know? And I'm like going, bro. And I took some screenshots, like, oh, he's got this top secret plan. Nikolai Zarna, he's got some stuff going on. He's usually, got some type of, algorithm, which is pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna Debbie. If you come on my Facebook Live, I'll show you about Mr. Nikolai, Professor Nikolai Zarna, Dr. Zarna, and his super trend adaptation, which is looks very tasty. It's probably more complicated than Pip and Run, but if it makes money, I don't care if it once it makes money. You know what? I am an equal opportunity money grabber. Okay. So check your available balance, write your trading plan. When you finish trading, win, lose, or draw. Very important that you take screenshots, right? I take screenshots of my trades, my students' trades. Big shout out um, to my brother uh, Jeff, Colonel Jeff. Colonel Jeff is tearing it up. Uh, he just really stop bothering me. Okay, Jeff. Jeff, this is Jeff. Jeff trades. This is his trades this morning. He writes me this morning, early morning, 6:11 this morning. Grand Rising. Good morning. And he's like killing gold, 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 all green. I'm all blue. Keep it blue. Stay blue. Remember, I said stay blue. And so he sent me that beautiful shot. But he's trading from here. This is the dream, guys. He's in the Dominican Republic. He's a graduate from Pippen Run. He's got a penthouse overlooking this beautiful waterway here in the Dominican in the DR, right? So he's living the dream. He retired early. His retirement party was last week. I didn't make it because I went out to my friend's 90th birthday party, but his party was the same day. Like, missed that. But guess what? I'm going to be doing live streaming from the Dominican house from my Pip and Run student who will be coming on as a Pip and Run instructor. Uh, so might be my second one, Cut the Rope. Very excellent instructor, Uncle Cut. He does live trading. He's doing live trading right now on another channel. And you guys are missing that. If you want to trade with Uncle Cut, cut the rope. You literally cut the rope. If you're tied to your job, cut the rope, right? Well, then you can go ahead and I don't know why my friend didn't show up this morning. Okay. I'm kind of like stalling out for him to trade with me, but all right, it's all right. But anyway, isn't that beautiful? Let me know in the chat box that it's beautiful or not. You like that? Give me a 618 in the comment section if you think this is super cool, right? I mean, that's the dream. In the 1980s, I watched Trading Places, and at the end, they do the trading and all this stuff happens, but they end up on the beach. Eddie Murphy's wearing this sweater, sitting on the beach, and Dan Aykroyd's on the yacht, and how they can communicate across the bay like that. Looking good, Billy Ray, feeling good, Winthrop, and they having cracked crab and lobster. Can we have both? And that's been always the dream. That was a dream from me starting to learn how to trade back in 1995 was to end up, and I've been in some very beautiful places. I've traded from Bahamas. I've traded from Cayman Islands. You guys saw me standing in the water, trading on the beach with Wi-Fi in the water, waiting in the water for my laptop, right? Or in Maui, where I spent like 5 weeks in Maui. That's the trader's lifestyle, guys. If you're interested in anything like that, really realizing your dream, if you need my help, go ahead, type help in the comments below, and see if you can work with me. Anyway, let's get to the markets. Okay. I know you guys are probably, let's go ahead. All right. Let's go. Aussie dollar, bro. Yeah. And we got a nice up move. Yeah. And you missed it, Greg. And you missed it. You missed it. Nah, never miss anything. There's always another train leaving the station, right? Always another train leaving the station. And here's our train. And we're on a 15-second chart, the US dollar. I like trading in dual time frames. I like looking at a higher time frame. My 30-minute chart is my higher time frame. I call my compass chart, right? My directional bias. It's the river. I'm following the river, the big river. And the river looks like it's up, right? So I'm looking for the river. And like I told you, my trading plan is simple. Real simple. I go from the bottom to the top, and now we're here, kind of like a Drake, And then I'm looking for, looking for a pullback against the trend. I'm looking for a pullback, but I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. So what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna get long, right? All right, I'm long at one spot 390. We got 23% retracement, right, on the 15-second chart. And let's see if we can get a move maybe back up to the old high. Close. If we get 50% of that, I think we're good, right? We might just take one trade today, but there is support. Um, the old high is here. That would be my typical target. However, we have the drop off is here, and price sometimes comes back to return to the scene of the crime. This is where we like really we scale the mountain and we dropped off, and sometimes price comes back to that area, right? And I probably should have waited for the 38% retracement. Like, oh, you should have waited. You got FOMO. Ha ha. All right. Yeah. Ha ha. Ha ha. Why limit out, right? So we see it is 7:23 a.m. We're gonna have the people from London coming back from lunch. It's 12 hours still, and usually when those blokes come back from lunch, either in their sarnie and chips, or maybe they have a what do they call those things? The shawarma sandwiches, right? Those Turkish sandwiches. Turkish food is kind of like Mexican food here in the United States, it's like, or maybe even like curry fries or something like that, right? And I might get another shot at this, right? Give me a cost improvement entry. And I know I talked about on the video, I talked about, dollar cost averaging. You really shouldn't do it if you are not really good at it. And we'll see if I'm any good at it too, right? You can just like drop straight down and go, like, see, Greg, you're no good at it too. Uh, but let's see. I really should wait for the 38% retracement. I'm looking for maybe a move back up to 139.34. We can get that. That'd be fantastic. Would love it. Um, and we are down 30. We're at 39.01. We got long at 04, so we're down 3 pips. But there is our 38% retracement. Yeah, I broke my rules. But sometimes I go for the 23 if I see it's aggressive. But let's see, we're at the 38% retracement. I'm going to extend this so you can see that the red line. The red line in the sand, right? Remember that red line? The red line in Syria. So let's see. We got this red line. I have a yellow line. I have a yellow line if I can move it. Okay. See, look, it's coming up that 38% retracement. Let me get rid of this, baby. Okay, 38, 38. Come on down. Come on down. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me 38. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Do. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Uh-oh. Didn't like that. Kind of scared. It's like, what was that, Greg? Okay. We're hitting that 38% retracement again. There's a 50. There's lots of support at the 50. I know we had a double top and a drop, right? And I'm looking at we've got some higher highs. I know we're breaking this 200 simple moving average, which I really would like to put this on the shorter term chart. I can do that. Oh, we're at the 50. Green eggs and ham, Sam I am. Come on. Nice bounce at the whole number, round number. I think I'll add one more cost improvement there, and no more cost improvements. There's different terms for that, dollar cost averaging, cost improvement, grid, martingale. Well, martingale would I mean if I got stopped out, then I would add more. You start with one position, then you double it, right? So I start with maybe one lot, I get stopped out, then I go two lots, I get stopped out, and I add four lots, get stopped out. It's like stop. But the whole goal is that if I hit on the four or the eight, then it will make up for all my other losses, right? Now, the problem is you're going counter trend and trying to do that. It just turns into a real, show, show, right? So yeah, we got the, all right. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Back up. We got back above the 38% retracement. And you're probably looking at a 1 minute chart. You're probably saying, what's going on, Greg? I don't see any of this. I'm on a 15-second chart of the USD CAD dollar CAD, right? And with the indices down and with some profit taking, another thing we check, I'll come back to this really quick when we go to CNBC. And I'll always check the futures, and the futures are negative, right? Because profit taking, it's Friday. It's 1 point. It's only down. They're only down slightly. I mean, this thing will probably roar on Tuesday. Remember Mag Monday, kind of crazy on Mondays. I know when I first started trading, like, oh wow, we Sunday, Monday, I want to trade, and you want to trade Sunday, Monday, and you're so eager to trade, and I wind up losing money, right? Why? Because there's not a lot of volume. Only a few markets are open. Wellington, New Zealand is the first market that's open, and there's more sheep than people there, right? So you don't get a lot of volume. So consequently get whipsawed. And the spreads are wide, and all kinds of nutty stuff goes on during that Sunday, Monday, right? So even though people say, the Forex is traded 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week, it's like, yeah, but some of the days have lower liquidity. Um, I don't normally trade on Fridays, as you know, for that reason, but I had a great trading session with a potential student, Anthony. He wanted to trade with me first, feel me out, see if and he made money. And he was like really eager to come back again. But I'm sure it's 4 o'clock in the morning out here in Vegas, and there's a friend of a friend. And I said, okay, I'll $500, you can trade with me. Okay. Uh, uh, so he made some money. He probably paid for what he paid for me just by working with me on that. That's something that you're interested in. It's kind of get me an idea. It's like maybe someone else, maybe you want to trade with me too, right? For a day, but ideally, I trade with my students every week, you know. But my goal is for them to be independent and not really depend on me, not to be, I want them to teach them how to fish. Excuse me. So, excuse me. Mm, excuse me, didn't mean to blow. I try to mute the mic. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing. Okay. I guess that testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing. Let me make sure this microphone is the Yeti and the speaker is the headphones. Okay. Right. Just want to make sure. All right. Let's go. Let's go.
All aboard!
Let's go. Let's see, I make it for the spread, and we're moving toward target. Nice long wick. This is a Pinocchio bar that we can see. I'm gonna minimize Mr. Higher time frame chart, but higher time frame chart keeps me on the right side of the trade, right? I am not selling because if you sold, yeah, you made some money, but then what happens is you go to the bathroom and come back, and this happens. Let me know in the comment sections that happened to you. And it happens because you're trading against the flow of the trend, right? I'm I've gotten lazy in my advanced mature age, and I want trading to be like picking up money off the floor, like dropping a leaf into, we used to play like whitewater rapids. That after it rains and the water is coming down the gutter in the street, and you drop a leaf or a piece of paper, and it like zooms off, and you just pretend that it's like a whitewater rafting adventure, right? So why? Because you're going in the direction of the flow. And here you can tell with these special candles I'm using that they're green, and there's more green than red. Okay, right now we're retesting. Let's see. We're retesting this 38, and maybe coming down one more time. What we will say an ABC correction, a little bit lower, and we're down oh 04. We're at one spot 3899, 734 coming to. So they're at the 618. We thought we might get some traction at the 50% retracement. And you're probably looking at, if you look at a 1 minute chart, nothing's happening. Okay. I'm really just going over the 15-second chart movement just to have something to say, fill the airwaves with some, not have a lot of silence and stuff going on, right? So you're probably like, what's he talking about? You go up to 1 minute chart. Well, that's all you see, right? Wick, we're at the 618, and look, and we're just moving. This is the 138.99. We're at the whole number, round number support level. The long wick showed up on the higher time frame, the 1 minute, right? But everything else is like, really? What's going on? Nothing, right? Let's sit there and look at it for a bit. Okay. Oh, now it's moving a little bit faster. Okay. So we're down from oh 04 to 99. So we're down 6 pips, and we went to 786. Okay. And let's see if that probably is the most of the decline that we're going to get. Let's see. Uh, we are the 100% expansion is at the 786. There's confluence right there. Let's see if there is confluence. We get some type of a kickback from this area that are that maybe we get okay, now we're at the 88.6 smooth jazz, 88.6 FM on your Fibonacci dial, one of the Fibonacci's of last resort. Actually, one of the Fibonacci of last resort is the 3897 Fibonacci right here at the 100% expansion, which is here, which is takes us right back to a double bottom, right? And then we tag that, and we tag that really hard, right? And we tagged it super hard, and we've extended it a little bit, right? So we're doing that. So we're at that 3896, and let's move this out a little bit, and then we have our bigger fib levels here. So actually, the 38% retracement of this swing, I was looking at a 15-second swing, is at the 3896, right? So 3896, we have a lot of confluence there. Let's see where we go from there. And Down from 39.04 was my entry, and we're at 38.98, so we're down 6 pips. But I'm a little heavy here, right? So, but let's get back to that 15-second chart because I think we're going to get a rebound. So we got lots of, yeah, here's our one green candle. One is the loneliest number, right? We got two green candles, okay? And the little green candle is growing. Again, we have a big confluence there. And I know I was going to put another cost improvement in there, but let's do that. That's going to bring down our break even. And this was the 200 simple moving average on the 15 second and the 1 minute, right? 1 minute. Okay. So that's the 1 minute. So I'll stick on the 15 second. And let's see if we get a rally. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Looking for a move back to like, the 139, 34 to 60 area. So we're down 38.98. We're still 98 to 04. We're still 6 pips. I mean, we've already been moving fractions of a pip. Lows that we hit the 200 simple moving average on the 15-second chart. Look, it rejected it, tested it. It's like a it's like a a cow looking at a new gate or something, or a dog sniffing at a new bone. Like it takes it licks it, sniffs it. It's like, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, it's coming back down, right? But maybe it's our no nice little zigzag, little ABC move, a little bit of a pullback, right? We do like a reverse scale where as price pulls back and starts to extend, we can add to the position on the breakout. But well, I think we're good right here. I think we've got 5 big positions on. So um, let's see if we can crawl on back. Again, I mean, I'm on a 15-second chart, so it looks a lot bigger than it really is. In fact, I went to a 5-minute chart, probably wouldn't even see anything. Yeah, the 5-minute chart, you can see like, yeah, you like bought the high, Greg. That's what happened. That's what you did, right? But that long wick is maybe looking kind of bullish, right? Long wick against you probably can't see it among all these lines. I can like stretch this out a little bit. And you can see nice little hammer rejection, nice rejection. And so we're coming on back, moving on back up, moving on up, moving on up to, yeah, there we go, moving on up. Usually at this point, you've got people getting super short or machines getting super short, and then um, they start taking profit, and as they start taking profit, taking profits on their when they take profit on their shorts, they have to buy the positions back. So the buying, we would think it's a combination of people buying the breakout, like me, and also people taking profit on their shorts. We're both doing the same thing, but for different reasons. I'm buying to try to make money, and they're buying to secure their money. And you can see that and then as people who were short come back and see, oh, I was up so much, when I was down 20,000, they were up 20,000. Now they're only up, 8,000. And they're like going, hey, I better close my trade out. And as they close their trades out, it creates this fueling rocket ship up, right? And as people see it going up, more people, oh, it's going up. I'm buying. I'm buying. I'm buying. I'm buying. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. Buy my position to buy. Buy, 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 right? So you get this,
I'm going over the top right here. I am buying the market right here, right now.
Let's go.
All aboard!
There we go. We're back to the where we dropped the point where we dropped off. We dropped off. We came right back there. And now there's a little trepidation, right? Looking for a breakout north. And like to be out in the next 15 or so minutes, make an hard hour of work. Right. Nice little high and tight bull flag on the 15-minute chart, the 15-second chart. I'm on the 15-second. Like, oh, what's this chart, Greg? 15-second dollar cap. Again, my name is Dr. Greg McLeod from Elite Traders University. So good to be with you here on this fabulous Friday, last day of a momentous, historic trading week. A week that saw a rate cut from the FOMC, a rate cut from the Bank of England, and the election of a new president, Donald J. Trump. So we've got lots of major, this week of November is a tremendous, tremendous week. And new highs in the stock market. So let's see, we got a breakout from we have a pennant formation. We have a nice little pennant. If you ever study chart patterns, there's 48,000 chart patterns. And there's only really a handful of them that actually make any money. And there you go, nice little pennant, a pennant in an uptrend. Usually we can take a measuring objective from there we go. We're in the green, baby. We're in the green. Hooray, let's go. So, all right, nice. People like say, Greg, you were down. Now you're only up a little bit. Well, I'm going to show you something. Usually, in these pennants, we usually have a price projection, and the price projection usually takes us to uh, the height of the flag, almost like a pennant. Pennants and flags are about the same. We can probably see 39.08. It gives us 4 pips on the trade. Price broke out and then came back to retest, come back to the scene of the crime, right? So it came back to the scene of the crime. Let's see if it can stay above this. This is the 38% retracement of the higher time frame. Yeah, tight consolidation, breakout. Bears don't like it. They start shorting it, trying to drive it back down one last time. They have their stops right here, about 39.03. Prices rally to that and break north. Then we got smooth sailing to the next area, Fibonacci expansion, right? Which is, we got to go a long way. We have to go to a higher time frame to actually see any of that. But right now, we are poised for another pennant, another breakout. And sometimes you'll see successive pennants, not pennants, right? And there we go. Nice little breakout. So price came back to the breakout point, returned to the scene of the crime. RTTSC returned to the scene of the crime. And so now we have a breakout, north side breakout. So we're on the lazy river, guys. There's really nothing more to do. Kind of like sit back and cruise. We're at cruising altitude. We got down to our smooth jazz, 88.9. Oh, we actually went down like 100% expansion. Here we go. Let's start making that money, right? Mama needs a new pair of red bottoms. big hello to Francis. I met this beautiful lady in this supermarket here at in Las Vegas, and she was in a wheelchair carrying all her groceries in her lap. She was missing a leg, and she had the brightest smile. We were like looking for soap, and she wanted to, find some zest, a bar, a single bar. They don't sell single bars; they sell them in like little blocks. And she says, "Sir, can you help me?" I go, "Well, certainly." I was helping her, and I looked in her eyes, and she had so much joy in her eyes. I'm like going, "You're in a wheelchair. You're," and the soap wasn't for her; it was for someone else that was at the home for the elderly. Um, the and so she was looking, she was doing a shopping list for someone that couldn't get out. I'm like, she's thinking about somebody. She doesn't have a leg, and she has the brightest smile. I mean, she just made me melt inside. Like, what do you need, right? Just beautiful lady, And you just want to take her home. It's like, wow, you're just such a sweet, sweet lady. And looking at her missing leg, the artificial leg, and then she ended up behind me in line. And we're like, we're shopping, we're separate ways. And then, I hear this little cart pull up behind me. And I turn around, I go, Franny, are you stalking me? And she goes, oh, no, you're the shortest line. So I go, look, get in front of me. You don't need to wait. I got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of junk food, with stuff my face. Get in front of me. And then, she couldn't put her debit card in because, she had arthritis. She couldn't put her card in. So put her card in. And then she says, thank you, young man. And she was so sweet. I'm like going, there's people that have everything. They have their eyes, they have their ears, they have their legs, and they're the meanest people, and they're old and they're going to get ready to die. We're all going to face our maker. We're all going to die. But if you can be happy and bright and cheerful in a wheelchair with a missing leg, I mean, there's no excuse for anyone out there to be mean or crotchety or, yeah, life happens, blah, blah, blah. But, losing a leg in a wheelchair and you know, you've got, caretakers, got to drive you around everywhere. You know, uh, that is it was just people talk about, oh, what would Jesus do? It's like, you know what, be nice, and that's what Jesus would do, right? To he would help the people who need help. And um and you think you have it bad, you start thinking about your problems. I got this to pay, I got this missing a leg and in a wheelchair. I think that's kind of up there, right? um and be positive about it too. So I did mean to lecture, but I just her name is Franny, and if I see her again, I just love to be able to help her in some way because she is so sweet. Her eyes just melted to you like, thank you. So like she was appreciative of anything she got. She didn't even want to get in front of me. I said, look, get in front of me. It's like you're going to move your wheelchair in front of me. You know, she, oh no, I can't do that. I'm like, oh yes, you can. So, big shout out, Franny, if you know who Franny is and you are in the Vegas area, tell her that uh, Greg loves her and God bless her. But yeah, she's bringing a tear. I mean, I'm starting to cry now, but it's like, I'm- we're up to $11,000, $12,000. Yeah, and that's what matters, people. You pull this money down, you can help somebody. That is all the thing in the world. I have a heart for homeless vets, homeless people, foster kids. I used to teach school, and the kids literally did not have a place to stay because they aged out of foster care, and they had a trash bag of their clothing in it. And this is when with this kind of money, you can be an impact player. You can help people, right? But you got to learn how to do it. And the longer you take to learn how to do it by trying to do it yourself, you're missing out on being able to be an impact, be able to help people, right? That's what you want to do. Yeah, you get your bills paid. Yeah, you get to have a big house, a penthouse in some island country, but really, you know, After you got all your stuff settled, that whole Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you got shelter and food and clothing, you got yourself, you got your Rolex and everything like that. Okay, that little piece at the top, which is the sweetest part, is being able to be an impact player and be able to help somebody with this money, right? Being able to write a check and help somebody, a hurricane victim, being able to, get them the food, give them a place to stay, and not go to some agency that's going to use it all for administration. You go there yourself. You get into a private jet. Imagine yourself getting out there and helping people, right? And this is not, all about the Rolex watches and the fancy cars and stuff like that. You can only live in one house at a time. You can only drive one car at a time. But if you make this kind of money and you can help and be an impact player, right? It's not just God, thank you, bless me and Jimmy and all I can give me or something like that, but you're actually doing things for other people. And that I'm gonna close this out right now because we are coming up on the 5 o'clock hour. 5 o'clock here, 8 o'clock there, and that was a pretty good run, right? And let me know in the comment section what you thought about that. I rant on some stuff, but I'm not a greedy individual. I'm quite generous. I don't advertise what I do, but the people who that I associate with, people who are part of Lead Chairs University, my students, especially Colonel Jeff, uh, he was in the DR and he was helping out, volunteering there after the hurricane there, doing great things to help people. I have a guy that drills water wells in DR as well. I have people building houses, doing all kinds of things. I have people volunteering in Africa and Cameroon. The girl's voice who you hear, if this sounds good to you, apply. Go to Lee Trace University /apply. Well, she's a minister in the Cameroon. Her and her husband, they've been working in ministry in the Cameroon and Nigeria, in that area for probably like 5, 10 years, helping people out. So the people who do I help people become self-funded missionaries because you go to these places and you can't take a collection. They're gonna get you like a banana and a coconut or something. You can't take a collection. Like, you got to bring money, right? You can't be a broke pastor. You got to come in there and be able. And you can, if you got a satellite phone and you can place a trade and then get money for food or or for electricity or for clothing or for books, you have that power with my system, right? I just showed you how much money we can make in just a matter of minutes, about an hour, right? So if you're interested in being an impact player, if you're interested in breaking out of that, on that treadmill, you're trying to escape that corporate lifestyle that you're just all you can do. It's not enough to to really feed, take care of you, right? It's barely making it, right? You could be broke and look really good, make 6 figures and still be broke. Why? Because you've got middle class creep, your Netflix and subscriptions and this and that, things that you really have to know to live life comfortably. So you're not living like a caveman, but you're not making enough money to support that, right? You need an alternative stream, an extra stream of income, an extra three, four, $5,000 in your pocket could probably, you don't need probably need to quit your job and trade full time on the beach. Maybe you just need to make an extra $500, extra $500 a week, 2%, 2% a week for, 4 weeks, 8%, right? Make 8% in a week. And but that's what we teach. And if that's something that you're interested in, click the link below and set up a free profit acceleration call. I look forward to helping you reach your goals and be an impact player. There was a big mandate, a big sea change that happened in this country a few days ago. Whether you agree with the man or not, nobody's perfect. King David, slept with Bathsheba. All the leaders did whack stuff. So I don't, but the policies and the people he surrounds himself with, and the moral values, the things that you care about. This is America. This is a land of opportunity, and we have the free markets. We don't have to, hide from people. But in like other countries, we have freedom here, and let's use that to help the world and be impact players. So when you die, they won't say, "Oh yeah, he was a great dad," or "He's a great mom," or "She's a great mom," and that's it, right? That this their pictures hanging in the wall in some building, some foundation, some orphanage, some school, some place for the homeless that you created that outlives you, and is a legacy that shows that you made your print on this world. Okay, so if that I'm off for my weekend, headed to my family, the Grant High School class of 1984 class reunion. Our class name, guys, was Ecstasy. You go figure that out. Okay. We'll talk to you later. Peace and pips. Love you much. And we'll talk to you later, I guess. Hopefully. If you liked the live trading, let me know. I'll do it more regularly. It's kind of fun. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning for you guys. So show me some love. Show me some 777s in the chat box or some dollar signs or something. Let me know that you appreciate this and this is something I can do on a regular basis for you. Um, if I resonate with you, if what my philosophy resonates with you, if it doesn't, hey, it's okay. You can move on. There's other people. I've been doing this for 30 years. I did work for one of the largest forex broker dealers in the world as a currency analyst. You can fact check me. Type Greg McLeod in there in your Google search, and you'll find a bunch of stuff about me. I don't know who you are. I'm like, been around for like 3 decades, guy. Where have you been? Anyway, I love you much. Peace and pips. Talk to you later. Bye.